Okay, let's have a look at Medicare Part B for 2023. Medicare Part B is your doctor coverage or anything that happens outside of the hospital. So as long as it's not an inpatient hospital stay or considered inpatient, it's going to be Medicare Part B. So this is your lab fees, x-rays, MRIs, CAT scans, chemotherapy, ambulance services, physical therapy, the bulk of which you might have done throughout a lifetime. So before your Medicare Part B will kick in, there's an annual deductible that's set by Medicare, which changes every year. So for the year of 2023, the deductible is $226. In 2022, it was $233, so it went down a few bucks this year. This is the first time it's ever gone down since I've been doing this. I've been doing this for over 10 years, and I've never seen the deductible go down, so that's kind of interesting. So once you've met that one-time annual deductible of $226, Medicare Part B then kicks in and starts that classic 80-20 split, where you'll pay 20% of Medicare approved expenses and of the Medicare approved amount, which is kind of important. So the doctor can charge whatever they want to, but there's plan codes for everything that you might have done, whether it's an MRI, a CAT scan, no matter what. There's a set code and a set amount that Medicare is willing to pay for that. And the doctor charges one thing, Medicare approves a smaller portion generally. Medicare pays 80% of that smaller amount, and then you owe the remaining 20%. Excess doctor charges. There's certain Medicare supplements, like the Plan N, for instance, that does not cover Part B excess charges. And only certain places you're ever going to see that, like Mayo Clinic, Cleveland Clinic, certain doctors, they can charge an additional 15% on top of what Medicare approves. So let's say that Medicare approves $1,000 to keep it clean. The doctor can charge an additional $150, and you'd be responsible for that entire amount. So if we're looking at this, let's say it's your very first visit of the year, you could, let me pull up a calculator. So let's say it's your very first visit. You could have the Part B deductible of $226, and let's say that that expense was $1,000. Using that same example, 20% of 1,000 would be 200, and then if they charge Part B excess charges in this situation, additional 150. So your very first visit, with some bad luck, what you would pay $576 for that visit, and then ongoing expenses for that year, you would not owe that Part B deductible of $226. So moving on, clinical lab services, your lab fees are covered 100%. This is kind of the one area where you might not see Medicare approve lab services in certain situations. So there's new lab techniques that are being rolled out all the time, and sometimes it takes a little bit of time for those newer techniques to make their way down to getting approved by Medicare. So when clients come to me and say, you know, why wasn't this approved? I kind of know right away what it was, and it's usually some sort of lab fee. It's rare that it occurs, but it is the one thing, and it's just the way it is with things taking time to be approved and technology always becoming more advanced. Blood work. So you'll pay for the first 3 pints of blood received, and then after that, it's the 80-20 split. Home health care. This is not a long-term care plan. If you need a plan like that, that's completely separate. This is sort of a prescription. So let's say you had some sort of outpatient surgery or inpatient, and now you're going home and you need some physical therapy at the house or bandages changed and removed. You know, the doctor will prescribe a set amount of time for this home health care to be done, and then once that has expired, and then this kind of goes away. So if you need some sort of live-in nurse or things like that, that's a totally different type of plan. That's not what this is. And it's covered 100%, and you're going to only pay 20% for durable medical equipment, which is wheelchairs, walkers, things like that. An outpatient hospital treatment is based on outpatient payment rates. So any kind of outpatient procedure, just kind of expect to pay that 20% of the Medicare approved amount. And a lot of this you don't have to worry too much about because most Medicare supplements cover what's in the right-hand column. That's going to conclude the video for Part B. If you'd like to download a copy of this chart, we combine the Medicare Part A, Part B chart, along with the Medicare supplement chart, and we put them all into one nice PDF file for you to download. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see a link in the description. If you're watching on our website, there'll be a download button below this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comment, subscribe, and hit the like button. Thank you.